So I'm going to get my best angle here and try not to have my eyes totally squinted. Okay. So we are at 7228 Golden Falcon. Today is June 19th, 2019. It is hot outside today. Anyways, we're going to be doing a walkthrough of the property, and this walkthrough is going to be ideas and suggestions for you to get the property in rent-ready condition. So I'm not going to be talking about anything that would have been on the inspection report. Everything I'm discussing has everything to do with renting the property at the highest available rent we can get. So the first thing I want to discuss is we have grass in the front and grass in the back. Grass is never going to be maintained very well by a tenant. My suggestion is if we leave this beautiful grass, that we do so with a landscaper in place with the rent. So the landscaper is going to cost anywhere from $85 to $100 per month. We include it with the rent. That way the tenants never touch it and it won't die. If we allow the tenants to try and maintain this, I guarantee you it will die and the HOA will be breathing down our neck because we have dead landscaping. So that's the worst case scenario. The other option is we could do synthetic grass or we could convert it to rock. However, you've got grass in the backyard as well. That's going to be a very costly expense. Maybe that is something we look at later in the future. Maybe not necessarily right now, especially since it looks so good. So curb appeal is very, very good on this house. I love how we've got some of the newer look to the painting. So we've got our pop outs with the different color as the base paint. We've got these mature shrubs here, and then our entry into the front door. Nice, big, spacious front door that enters into our great room or living room. I love the flooring, so the flooring doesn't need to be touched at all. However, we do want to discuss that from a rental standpoint, we do want to do a full paint. Now, when I originally saw the video, we didn't see things that we see now. So we've got some different textures here. Not sure if the video can put that there, if you can see it. We've got some different textures. Actually, almost every wall has a little something that's going on. So my recommendation is that we start from a good base. We get everything painted the color we normally do, which is a soft beige. We make sure the baseboards are super white. We make sure all the door frames, the doors are white. Ceilings will remain white, as well as the stairwell, which will look really good. Blinds are great, so we can leave the blinds exactly the way they are. We'll come on in here to the kitchen. This kitchen will be loved by everybody. You've got your pop-out breakfast bar right here. You've got a perfect little area for your dining nook so that individuals can enjoy their table and their maybe a little bit more formality if they want. I'm not sure if this refrigerator is staying or not. If it is part of the contract, perfect. If it's not, we are going to want to replace it with a black fridge or a stainless steel fridge. So either one of those. That way it matches what we already have in the kitchen. I'm not a fan of this sink. It's already been really worn out. So I suggest that we change out this sink for a stainless steel and we can leave the faucet as it is. So just pop this sink out, put a new sink in. This blind is probably the only blind that may need to be replaced, only because it's not, I don't think it's going to get cleaned up, and people are going to be sitting right here looking right at this. So I do think this needs to be freshened up. So right now that's the only blind that I saw that actually needs to get replaced. But other than that, all the appliances are great. I love the recessed lighting in here. The cabinets, as far as their condition, is great. Again, flooring is going to be perfect. So this is our family room. Love the size of this family room. So this is going to be what a lot of tenants are going to love, being able to put their TV up there, put it over there. Gives you multiple options around the focal point of the fireplace. If we do the full paint that I am suggesting, all of the walls in here would be that soft beige, except for, I love these pop-outs. So we would leave this pop-out exactly this color, this pop-out that color, and then everything around that TV. I think that just makes this wall look really cool. So since it's already painted in good shape, no reason we need to paint that. So we could just tape around that. This is the garage we cannot go into. There is a very large dog, so I want to keep my hands and my feet, so we're not going to go in there for now. Let's go ahead and go upstairs and then we'll go outside. This area here is your half bath. Nothing we really need to do in there other than some light bulbs, a cleanup of maybe the door and the door frame, but that serves as a great little half bath. And this is storage that goes underneath, which gives you that coat closet, vacuum closet, whatever you need to do on that. This carpet is a great color for what we want as a rental. We'll just come in and do a good cleaning on it, but this should last at least a few tenants because of the color. So this is the color I would choose for any kind of rental, so that's great. Love these little lights as you go up the stairs. They're so nice at night. They give you a nice little mood feel. This here is a laminate. Overall, it's in pretty good shape. We do have a few places where it's coming up. I don't think we need to worry about any of that right now. It's just a matter of noting it, and we will make sure that in the lease that the tenants only use laminate approved products. That might be more about too much water rather than a laminate approved product. So we'll come in here, and in this room, I apologize, I do see there's one more blind that will need to get replaced here. This room's a good sized room, like how the windows come in, natural light. Again, if we were able to paint this that soft beige, accent the baseboards with a nice clean white, make this room pop. We already have a ceiling fan in here, so this room is a great little room. And you guys are on your own video. You can watch it over and over again. One more bedroom in here. This is where our little kid is. Really what we just need to do is paint it, same as that bedroom in here. You can pop your hand in there and take a look. So this room is the washer, dryer, laundry area. Right now they've got a washer and dryer set up as a stackable. We don't need it as a stackable. I would prefer it to just be sitting in here as a regular washer dryer setup. If this becomes part of the purchase, we'll just take this down, set it there, make it right. If this is not part of the purchase, we'll get a washer dryer and we'll install it. This flooring, however, will need to be replaced. Because it's a laundry room, it can also just be a sheet vinyl, very inexpensive. It does not need to be super fancy. We'll get a color that kind of coordinates with this so that it doesn't look too odd to the eye. But remember, this is a laundry room. We don't have to get too crazy on it. This is the guest bathroom. In here, there's just a couple little ticky-tack stuff. We are going to want to make sure that we get drains so that the renters don't have problems with that. Faucets, countertop cabinets all look good. Again, this hopefully would be painted because this would be part of the full paint. We do need to get a shower rod in there. We do need to get a drain stopper in there. And then there's two places that need new baseboards. So there's one right here and then right behind the toilet. And it's minor fixes, but we can get a new baseboard in there, paint it up, and make it look great. So not too much we have to worry about in here. Now we'll follow into the master suite. I love this walkway. I think this is a really, and just think about that has a light where you can put a photo in there. You can accent that with a vase. So I just think this has a good personality. It's got a good feel to it. In here is a massive master. So normally, and I should say normally, there has been times that this is actually a fourth bedroom. So they put a door in the hallway and then this is walled off and this becomes a fourth bedroom. I actually prefer it this way because if you think about it, if that wall was there, look at how small your master is. Tenants don't necessarily like that. They want to have space to move. So having this be a large master works out great. That can become a little nursery, that can be an office center, that can be just a relaxation for them, and then they can put their bed in here and feel like they've got a grandiose master, so I like it. Again, we need to paint though, so that becomes part of that full paint. This can stay or leave, it doesn't matter. The reason this is up here is if you look at the way the setup is, if your bed is right there, and somebody comes on and flips on the lights, you're going to be shining right into the poor person that's trying to sleep. So we see this a lot. It's just a curtain rod, and then you just put a curtain up and then close it when you come in here. This bathroom, I love the way the mirror is set up. I think that is so custom. I love it. It's kind of an elegant feature, so totally cool. Love the cultured marble. Faucets are a bit worn out, if you can see, so we might need to replace those faucets. I imagine the inspector has already put that in the inspection. I would normally go to a chrome color, but because we've got gold everywhere in here, I don't want to mess with that. So I would say just replace these two faucets with the same color gold. They have started to do a few things chrome. Again, I don't think that it's worth changing it. I think the gold will be fine. And then that just kind of ties with everything that's already existing. Tub, shower, all look good. It's a single enclosure. I think there's a little water intrusion that had been there. We'll see what the inspection report says. But that's, right now, to me, that just looks a little cosmetic. In here, you have your toilet, or what I like to call library area. That's where we all like to bring a good book. This is just storage. And then in this master closet, nice and big, you can put an armoire in the center. You could put an armoire over there. So much space. So this will be very, very appreciated by a tenant. So really, it's just a lot of little cosmetic, full paint, faucets. Nothing too crazy. Overall, I think it's a great floor plan. Let's step outside in the back. We'll go over a little bit of the backyard. Is my train on my skirt? Does it look nice and flowy too?
You look really nice today. I was thinking.
Uh-oh, put it on my tab. Put it on my tab. So here we are in the backyard. Of course, this would be part of the painting, so we would clean up that door. This screen door, because of this, I would say eliminate it. It's not necessary. This just becomes more of a pain in the butt than it is useful. If you really wanted to put on a true door, a screen door, it would have to be a metal door. This is never going to last very long. I would take off that solar screen there because it looks too worn out. If a tenant sees that, they're going to think that that's just not looking very good. Love, love, love. I'm going to keep this, I'm going to close this, so you're welcome to come on out if you so choose. Love this covered patio. Love the paver patio here. This is all fantastic, but this is the other reason I am suggesting maybe just bite the bullet and have that landscaper as part of the rent, because incorporating this and the front yard is quite a hefty bill here in Las Vegas, because landscaping is a premium when it comes to converting out the grass. But great size backyard, enough of the shrubs and the greenery that it looks great. So overall, I really, really like this property. Just some minor things that need to get done.